Coaches, I want to highlight a new area that we have. It's called the student section. And this is an area where you could see if your players are active or eligible to participate in your activity. So it's a new program tab that we have. So you'll notice when you log in, before you saw varsity and levels, but now we have this new program tab. So I'm going to click on the program tab in football. There's a lot of other features that we have in here. But the one area I want to focus on today is this student section. So here you'll see these different tabs. You'll click on this gray student section. And if anyone used our activity registration, this is probably a big area that you already are familiar with or should know about. So one thing you'll notice here, this is a list of anyone who signed up for this activity. So they went through the registration process and they said, yes, I want to participate. And it's good to know. You could see and kind of see how many people are wanting to participate in your sport or your activity. And the one thing, coaches, I want to highlight, especially in the beginning of the year, and even actually course of the year, is this status button. All right, you're going to see some different, two different color coordinations here. Green means active; they're ready to go. So if you see a green and active, they're good to go. It's pretty self-explanatory on that. But you might see two different ones. It might be a yellow, and that's inactive or pending. All right. In the beginning of the year, everyone is marked as pending, right, until all their paperwork is filled in and their registration process went through, or they turned their paperwork in. Someone from the admin staff went in and marked these athletes as active. So when you see green and active, that means they're good to go. So that's the number one thing. Now, if you see inactive, you might see reasons why. So like right here, I'm looking at Mahomes Gordon, and it says final, inactive. Now, this one's pretty easy. I could see that their physical's expired, and this is a PPE date. Now, to let you know, Mahomes Gordon and his parents are getting notifications on this saying you need to upload your physical. But you might be able to tell them that too. You might see pending here, and there might be reasons why. Maybe they didn't fill out their code of conduct or something else. All right. And then you might see this too as well, a pending registration, but they're active. Well, again, Todd Lawler probably turned all of his paperwork in, and someone went in there and marked them as active. So really at the end of the day, this is the most important thing you need to see is this green active status button. Now, there's some other things that are important here for you to know is that on the right-hand side, you got emergency contact. And then if you were on the field, you can actually click on this, and we're going to make easier ways through the phone to see this. But then I could call that emergency contact in the situation. Also, too, this little red kind of medical note here, that's really where you can see their medical information. So you might see their insurance, but most importantly, you're probably going to be looking at the note to see if they have any severe allergies, if they get stung by a bee, maybe you need to know that. That's where that area is. So you'll click on that little red button there. Some other things you might see during the course of the year is that if someone's inactive, it might be for a good reason. All right. So I don't want to say a good reason, but there's a reasoning for it. So if you see that, they might be ineligible for grades or, breaking a code of conduct. So the area that you would look at is this little green button. You click on it. It's going to be kind of an access portal here. And then you'll see eligibility. If you click on that eligibility button, you'll see a reason why. I didn't make one up here, but this is where you would see that information. So basically, I clicked on the green arrow, and then this kind of gave me the portal of the athlete, and I clicked on eligibility. So, and this would change your roster status too as well. So, and the other things that you would need to know on this page is that you could actually click on and filter by active, inactive, or pending. We also have a years button, so you could actually look at what years if you wanted to see that. And then up here to the upper right is you could download a file of all your athletes just to see if you want on a piece of paper. This is a document report, so this will look at all documents to see if you can see if they filled it out or not, if they did the code of conduct or the concussion form. And then this one right here is that if you want to download that medical CSV file just to see everyone's notes and file that away for you, that's another area that you could look at. So this is the new student section. I thought this would be a good little video to kind of teach you on this new area. If you have any questions about this area, just click on this green chat. We could set up a meeting and talk a little bit more. And that's it. Thank you so much.